Welcome to Planet Paws and Claws. She found a mother cat, barely breathing, with her tiny kittens crying for help beside her. Without wasting a second, the woman gently lifted the mother into a carrier, then gathered her babies one by one. The vet was their only hope. At the clinic, the mother was slipping in and out of consciousness. They checked her vitals, gave her oxygen, and administered medicine. While her babies were examined, everyone held their breath. And then, a miracle, she woke up. Because of one kind woman, this little family got a second chance at life. Would you have stopped to help? Like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. A mother cat, unconscious. Her kittens crying, helpless and alone. A man rushed in, heart racing. He picked her up, desperately searching for signs of life. There wasn't time to reach a vet. He had to act fast. He gave her oxygen, tried CPR. Every second felt like forever. And then her eyes opened. She was alive. Because of his quick thinking, a mother was reunited with her babies and got a second chance at life. Like, comment, and subscribe for more rescues that will touch your heart. An abandoned puppy, unconscious and barely breathing. A woman spotted him and rushed in. She checked for signs of life, laid him on a towel, and started CPR. But nothing worked. There was only one choice left: the vet. At the clinic, he was joined by another puppy she had saved. The vet ran tests, and there was hope. The pup was just severely dehydrated. Because of her quick action, he got a second chance and a brand new beginning. He's safe, loved, and finally on his way to the happy life he deserves. Like, comment, and subscribe. This tiny kitten was left paralyzed and abandoned, with no hope in sight. But what happened next? You're not ready for it. She was rushed to the vet and prepped for emergency surgery. The odds were stacked against her, but she made it through. Still, her fight was far from over. Recovery was slow, painful. Every day was a struggle, but she never gave up. Her legs wouldn't move, but her spirit? Unshakable. With love, care, and months of physical therapy, this brave kitten took her first steps again, a miracle in motion. Would you have fought this hard? Like, comment, and subscribe for more inspiring rescues. A tiny puppy, abandoned and left to die. Who could do something so cruel? The man couldn't stand by and do nothing. He rushed to the puppy's side, unchaining him, but something was wrong. The pup wasn't moving. He gave the puppy medicine, and then a miracle. The pup slowly opened his eyes. The puppy was weak, slipping in and out of consciousness. Without wasting a second, the man rushed him to the vet. Oxygen, medicine, and a life-saving shot. Everything was done to bring him back. The little fighter started to breathe on his own. The puppy got his first real bath, washing away the pain of his past. A new life, a fresh start. What would you have done in this situation? A tiny kitten, left all alone in a trash field, cold, scared, and abandoned. Who could do something so heartless? But then, a kind lady spotted her, and didn't hesitate for a second. She rushed over, hoping it wasn't too late. The moment she picked up the kitten, she knew she couldn't leave her behind. So the woman took her straight to the vet. At the clinic, the little one was carefully examined, given medicine, and checked for any injuries. Thankfully, she was okay. Now, it was time for a fresh start. Wrapped in love and warmth, the kitten went home to her new family, finally safe, finally loved. What would you have done in this situation? Let us know in the comments. He couldn't believe his eyes. A tiny puppy, chained to a fire hydrant, left to die. He rushed to unchain him, but the puppy wasn't moving. Desperate, he tried CPR. He gave him medicine. Nothing was working. until, boom, a miracle. The puppy gasped for air. The man held him close, making sure he was okay. But he wasn't taking any chances. Next stop, the vet. After a thorough checkup, the good news came. The puppy would be just fine. Now, with a second chance at life, this pup finally found safety and love. Would you have stopped to help? Let us know in the comments. This dog was left to die, chained up and trapped under a fallen tree. The man couldn't believe what he was seeing. He knew time was running out, so he rushed to help. Struggling to lift the heavy tree, he refused to give up. After several tries, he finally freed the dog and removed the chains that had kept him trapped. Without wasting a second, he rushed home, gave the dog a warm bath, and washed away the fear and pain. Now, safe, fed, and loved, this dog finally got the second chance he deserved. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Who could abandon a tiny, helpless puppy in the pouring rain? Without hesitation, she grabbed a box and rushed to help the shivering pup. But was the puppy okay? She had to be sure. So, she took her straight to the vet. After a full checkup, temperature, breathing, everything, the verdict was in. The pup was fine, just in need of some cold medicine and lots of love. And that's exactly what she got. She adopted her. A warm bath, a cozy towel, and a brand new home. This pup's life was just beginning. What would you have done in this situation? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. What a heartbreaking sight. A tiny puppy, struggling with its head trapped inside a plastic container. The woman knew she had to act fast. There wasn't much time. She rushed over, gently trying to free the pup, but it wouldn't budge. She had to think fast. Then, an idea struck. She carefully carried the puppy home, grabbed a pair of scissors, and with steady hands, she cut the container away. Finally, the puppy was free. Afterward, she comforted the little one, gave her a warm bath, and wrapped her in a soft towel. But she didn't stop there. She gave her something even greater, a loving home. What would you have done in this situation? Let me know in the comments. He saw something that stopped him in his tracks. A small white dog. He tried to help, but the frightened pup snapped at him, too afraid to trust. Still, he scooped the little dog into his arms and rushed him to the vet, hoping it wasn't too late. A full examination, a temperature check, the moment of truth. He was okay, just scared, hungry, and in need of love. Back home, he filled the tub, gently washing away not just the dirt, but the fear too. Then, a fresh grooming, a warm meal, and for the first time in a long time, safety. He was no longer just a stray. He was family. One act of kindness. One new beginning. Subscribe for more heartwarming rescues. Like, comment, and share to spread the love.